Hello. Mr. Weaver tells me that you have been learning about the French and Indian War. Well, there's more to the story. The French and Indian War not only enlarged British territory, it also changed the relationship between colonial Americans, Native Americans and the British Empire. After the French forces withdrew, the British took over their forts. But the British refused to give gifts to the Native Americans as the French had. And with the French gone, the British settlers also moved across the mountains onto Native American lands. In the spring and summer of 1763, the Native Americans responded by attacking settlers and destroying almost every British fort west of the Appalachian Mountains. The Native American revolt, called Pontiac's Rebellion, was led by this man, or whatever he is supposed to be, Chief Pontiac, the Ottawa war leader. How about telling them what you told your followers, Chief? Thank you. Nice to meet you, boys and girls. I told my followers that we needed to exterminate these people who only seek to destroy us. I asked my people to swear to their destruction, to wait no longer. But we British settlers reacted with equal viciousness, killing even those Native Americans who had not attacked us. I may be wimpy looking, but I'm really a savage. Eventually, the British came up with a brutal plan to end the siege at Fort Pitt. The British officers invited us to talk, and while we were there, they gave us disease-infested blankets as gifts. This started a deadly outbreak of smallpox among us Native Americans. The symptoms of smallpox include big white circles around one eye and orange stripes on your forehead and cheeks. Not really. Just kidding, LOL. But it sure wasn't very nice to pretend to be friendly, but give us a disease on purpose, was it? By the fall, the Native Americans retreated, and 3 years later, a peace treaty was signed. Pontiac's rebellion showed the British how difficult it was going to be to govern their vast new empire. One positive outcome of the rebellion for us Native Americans was the British Proclamation of 1763. This new rule said that colonists should not settle west of the Appalachian Mountains. But we colonists didn't like this new law. We believed that winning the French and Indian War should give us the right to settle in the Ohio River Valley. When some of us went there anyway, the British government got angry with us. I guess you could say that the British, the colonists, and the Native Americans were all angry with each other. Yes, we were mad at the colonists for taking over our lands, and we were suspicious of the British, because we suspected that the proclamation of 1763 wouldn't last, because as more settlers arrived, they would need more and more land to expand. But the French and Indian War did give the 13 colonies their first taste of unity as they fought against a common enemy. Do you have any questions? Yes, just one. The French and Indian War was a conflict between the British and the French. Why is it called the French and Indian War? Good question. Basically, it is implied that the British were involved. The French and the Indians are who Britain was fighting against. But it is rather confusing as there were Native American allies on both sides. That's true too. Perhaps you'll just need to remember that it was a war between the British and the French, and that the British won. I will. S. Oh, what else besides the proclamation on 1763 happened to cause problems between the colonists and the British? The French and Indian War caused several problems between the colonists and England. That's what we'll be talking about next. So stay tuned to the wonderful world of social studies.